Hey everyone, so this is going to be an algebra multiplication video, and I'm going to teach you how to multiply algebraic terms together. So we're starting off with really simple notation, and then it's going to get more advanced as we go through. I've got 4 examples on the left hand side and 4 questions on the right. I'll go through an example, and then I'll get you to try a question. Obviously you don't have to answer the question. I'll be going through it anyway, so it's up to you. So starting with example 1, E1, this is a bit more about notation. So what is 3 times x? So how would you write this? Well, you just write it as 3x. You can imagine there's 3 lots of x, but when you have the 3 and the x together like that, it means that they're just multiplying each other. So you'd write 3 times x as 3x. So based on that bit of information, you can pause the video and give question 1 a go. We have 5 times x. I'll give you a minute if you do want to try the question yourself. So question number 1, we have 5 times x. And you've probably guessed based on E1 that the answer is going to be 5x, okay? So some nice simple notation to start. Next we have example number 2, so a bit more complex. We have 2x times 4. Now in this case we do have 2 numbers we can times together. We have the 2 and the 4. So we times the 2 and the 4 together and just keep the x as it is. So that's going to give us 8x. So question number 2, if you want to pause the video and give it a go, you're completely welcome. So 3x times 4. So assuming everyone's had a chance to give it a go if they want to, 3x times 4 is going to give us 12x, because we take the 3 and the 4, we times them together, and then we just keep the x as is. So E3 now, or example number 3, this is getting a bit more complex. We have x squared times x squared, or you can refer to it as x to the power of 2 times x to the power of 2, and this is going to be equal to x to the power of 4, because what you do is you add the numbers together. So whatever the little power is on the top, if it's the same thing, for example, we have an x, so we have an x to the power of 2 and an x to the power of 2, so we can add those numbers together. Now if it was an x squared and a y squared, you couldn't do that, but because they're both x's, you can just add whatever powers they have together when you times them. So that's going to give us x to the power of 4. Now question number 3, you can give that a go using the same technique. So we have x squared times x to the power of 3. They're both x's, so we can apply the same technique. So all you have to do is add the powers together, and that's going to give us x to the power of 5. So last but not least, we have E4 now. So we're kind of combining everything we've learned a little bit together. So we have 2x squared plus 3x squared, and we need to find out the answer. So we times the numbers together. So we have the 2 times 3. So that's going to give us a 6. The x, we don't change the x, but because we have x squared times x squared, we do change the power. So we add the powers together and we times the numbers. So that's going to give us 6x to the power of 4. So question number 4, I will give you a second to pause the video if you want. I know I didn't say that for free, but I did kind of try and make it a bit slow. But question number 4, I'll give you a chance. So 2x squared times 5x cubed, okay? So follow the same principle. You times the numbers together. So 2 times 5 is 10. And then the x, keep the x the same, but you can add those powers together because they're being times. So 2 plus 3 for the x power, so it's going to give us 10x to the power of 5. Okay, hopefully that was a good broad entry-level video for algebra and multiplication. I'm happy to do another video on this. You know, I can keep it broad, or I can be more specific on the harder questions, or whatever you guys want, you can let me know. And I hope it helped. I hope it was clear. If you do have any comments or questions about this video, so for example, if something wasn't clear, or if you want me to, repeat anything, or say it in a different way, you can just let me know and I'll do my best to try and get back to you there. But overall, I hope it helped. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate the viewership and support. I'm trying to hit 4,000 hours of watch time right now to try and get monetized. So yeah, every minute you watch, it really helps. So thanks so much, and yeah, peace out.